Shri Ganesha Sharada Gurubhyo Namaha Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pateye Namaha. Welcome to all for this session on Ramayana to chapter 25 of Kishkindha Kanda. With Vali having left his body, his funeral rites are getting ready while Rama tried to console Tara and Sugriva and all others. So everybody is getting prepared to give a bit adieu to Vali. Full of compassion for Sugriva's distress and that experienced by Tara and Angada, Kusta, who was accompanied by Lakshmana in order to console them, said, "It is not by weeping that the happiness of the departed is assured. Carry out your immediate duty without delay, because once a person is dead, his body should be processed immediately as early as possible, because soon after the person is dead, his body will start giving out a foul smell that would bring a bad feeling towards even the person who is dead. So, because of that reason, people do start the processing, people will do the funeral rites at the earliest without further delay. By shedding tears, you have observed the demands of the social convention. It is vain to seek to avoid fate. Time is the driving force that orders the world's events. It is time that creates all conditions here below. None is the real agent of action, and none truly causes action to take place. The world abides by virtue of the dictates of its own inner being. Time is its source, stay, and goal. Time does not overstep its own bounds, nor does it suffer in decrease. Self dependent, there is neither kinship nor friendship in it, nor is it restrained by any, nor has it any cause. Assuredly, he who sees clearly is aware of the working of time. Duty, prosperity, and pleasure are subject to time. It is on this account that Vali attained his own true state. The king of the Plavagas has reaped the fruit of his work, acquired by his merits through his integrity and liberality. He has attained heaven on account of his observance of duty. He has taken possession of it by sacrificing his life. The sovereign of the Vanaras has reached the highest state. You have mourned long enough. Now please perform the last rites. When Rama ceased speaking, Lakshmana, the slayer of his enemies, spoke sagely to Sugriva, who was distraught, saying, O Sugriva, inaugurate the obsequies without delay, with assistance of Tara and Angada. Issue the order that a large quantity of dry wood be gathered together with the sacred sandalwood for the funeral pyre. Banish indecision. This city depends on you. Let Angada bring garlands and robes of every kind together with butter, oil, perfumes, and all that is required. O Tara, do yourself find a palanquin without delay. Prompt action is always praiseworthy, more so at such an hour. Let those who are skillful and strong, accustomed to palanquins, hold themselves in readiness to bear Vali away. Having spoken thus to Sugriva, son of Sumitra, Lakshmana, the slayer of his enemies, took up his position beside his brother. Hearing Lakshmana's command, Tara, with a beating heart, hastened to the cave, bent on finding a litter, and soon returned with one borne by strong monkeys to whom the work was familiar. It was indeed magnificent, well cushioned, and resembling a chariot. the sides being marvelously decorated, resting on wonderful support. It was gorgeously fitted like a palace belonging to the Siddhas and was furnished with windows and balconies that were spacious and embellished with carvings. A work of extreme artistry, large and well constructed of wood from the mountainside. Priceless ornaments, strings of pearls, and splendid crowns gave it a dazzling appearance, and it was covered with clay, painted red, and sprinkled with sandal paste, festooned with wreaths of lotuses shining like the dawn. It was strewn with innumerable flowers. Beholding it, Rama said to Lakshmana, "Let Vali's body be placed upon it with all speed, and let the funeral ceremony proceed." Then Sugriva, weeping, assisted by Angada, raised the Vali's body and placed it on the litter. Having laid the corpse on its couch, he covered it with ornaments of every kind together with wreaths and clothes. Thereafter, Sugriva, the king of the monkeys, commanded that the last rites of his noble brother should be carried out on the banks of a river. The great monkey leader, the great Vanara leaders preceded the litter, scattering jewels of every kind in profusion. Every honor due to a king of this world was offered by the Vanaras to their lord that day. When the funeral rites began immediately, Angada, Tara, and the others surrounding the master they had lost. On their side, the women who had lived subject to his authority gathered together, crying, "O hero, O hero!" thus bewailing the death of their lord. All the wives of Vali who had been widowed with Tara at their head accompanied their deceased sovereign, lamenting pitifully. Their cries were heard in the depth of the forest and re echoed through the woods and among the rocks on every side. Then, on a deserted sandbank surrounded by water formed by a torrent issuing from the mountains, innumerable monkeys, inhabitants of the forest, constructed a pyre, and those excellent bearers reverently lowered the litter from their shoulders, and all stood around, plunged in mourning. Seeing her lord lying on the funeral bed, Tara, taking his head in her lap, a prey to extreme grief, began to lament. "O illustrious and mighty prince, O my dear one, look on me. Why do you not cast a single glance on all those who are plunged in sorrow? Your smile even in death, O noble hero, and your countenance resembles the rays of the rising sun. Death in the guise of Rama has struck you down, O monkey. A single arrow discharged by him on the field of battle has made us all widows. Your wives present here who no longer know how to leap, O Indra among kings, have come this painful road step by step on foot. It is not known to you. Do yourself no longer love these women whose radiant looks resemble the moon? Why do you not look on Sugriva, O king of monkeys? Here are your counselors, O sovereign, also Tara and the others, and the leading citizens surrounding you are plunged in grief. Dismiss your ministers as you were wont to do, O vanquisher of your enemies, and we will go to the woods with you in happy dalliance. Tara is asking Vali to send all the ministers and everybody away so that she can have a good time with him in the forest while Vali is long dead. Then the women themselves, overwhelmed with affliction, caused Tara to rise. Assisted by Sugriva, Angada, sobbing, bore his father to the funeral pyre, his mind distraught with grief and igniting the flames according to the traditional rites. Keeping his father on his right hand, he circumambulated him sorrowfully, watching him setting forth on his lost journey. Having performed the ritual acts in honor of Vali, that bull among monkeys, accompanied by Sugriva and Tara, performed his ablutions. Associating himself with Sugriva's loss, the mighty Kakusta, sharing his grief, officiated at the funeral rites. The body of Vali, chief of heroes, full of glory, whom that descendant of Ikshvaku had slain with his marvelous arrow, having been cremated, Sugriva, whose splendor resembled a clear flame, approached Rama and Lakshmana, who accompanied him. Thus ended chapter 25 of Kishkindha Kanda in Ramayana. Namaste Sharada Devi, Kashmira Puravasini, Twamaham Prarthaye Nityam, Vidya Danancha Dehime. Bye.